This is Yogesh and you're watching Techno Garbage. So today in this tutorial in this video I'm gonna show you that how to install Kali Linux to your system, Windows system. Okay, so for that you need one software called VM VirtualBox Machine. Okay, so I will give the download link on the description box. You should check. Okay, so you have to install it on your system, then open VirtualBox, and you have to first need to download Kali Linux ISO file, which will you get from the Kali org.info. Okay, so I will give the required link on the description box. Okay, so after that you have to open the VM box manager and click on new. So here you have to type which operating system you want to install. So I'm installing Kali Linux, that's why I write Kali, and on the type click on Linux, and which Linux you want to install. Actually here on the virtual box manager the Kali Linux has not been defined, so we will choose this other Linux 64-bit. Okay, so if you are installing Ubuntu, so here Ubuntu is also given, so you might can select that, but today I'm installing the Kali Linux and it's not given to the list, so I selected other Linux 64-bit. Okay, so after that hit next. Actually I already created it, so wait for a while. So after this guys, you have to hit next, and the recommendation of memory, it's you have to select it around 512 MB and much more if you want. So I have selected only up to this and hit on next. You have to select create virtual hard disk now and hit on create, and you have to select this virtual machine disk VMDK and hit next. Then doesn't do anything and hit next. So here the hard disk capability of this virtual hard disk, you have to give up to around 50 GB, so it might can run and can save data there. Okay, so here now the virtual machine is being built up. Now you have to download that Kali Linux ISO file by the Kali official site, and after that it I already downloaded it, as you can see on the desktop. Yes, here. So now I have to open this virtual machine and just hit on start. So as you can see, the new pop-up window will open and it will ask you to select the operating system or the ISO file. So click on this folder button, click on this folder button, and select where you have kept the ISO file. I have kept my ISO file to the desktop only, so select there and hit on start. So as you can see, the virtual machine is been running, and the Kali Linux boot menu has been shown here, and now we have to just hit on install, and the process I will show you. Yes, now here you have to just enter English and the country region. If you are Indian, then hit on select India, and which language you wanna install, British or American English. Okay, so it will take around 2 to 3 minutes to complete its loading additional components. Okay, so wait till the completion of this menu. So this in this virtual machine, you can even add any of the operating system you want. So now it's attempting the IPv6 configuration, means connecting to the network, and then the network is being connected. So if you haven't activated that network, it might can take not lot much time. So hit next, and domain name, if you have any domain, then if you want you can enter it. I don't have any kind of domain, that's why I will have to just enter it. Now the password, if you want you can put the password, and if you don't, then it will be the desired password, TOOR. Okay, so re-enter the password and hit enter. So now setting up the clock, getting information from a time network time server. It will might take around 1 minute to getting things ready for installing. It's just installing the time now, detecting the hardware. Now the time for selecting the hard disk, the virtual hard disk. So we will go to the manual option, and select this SCSI1000 SDA, which is the virtual box hard disk drive. We already made that, I previously shown you. Then go there and hit enter, and create a new empty partition on this device. You have to just select yes, and now hit enter to the partition, and select automatically partition the free space and hit enter. Just hit enter all files in one partition, select this one and hit enter. Now the partition will be completed, and as you can see, the primary and logical drive is being built up. The primary is 52.4 GB and the logical is 1.3 GB. So hit on the finish partition and write changes to the disk. Hit enter, and write the changes to disk. It asks you to the permission, so hit yes and wait for some time till the system being installing to the virtual machine drive. So I think it will take around 5 to 10 minutes, so I will skip this part. Okay, so stay connected with me. It's around 38% is been completed, so wait till the completion of this installing system will complete. So I will skip. So as you can see, the running live installer console setup has been, and around 91% has been completed. So this extra packages has been installing and retrieving. Okay, so 97-98% has been completed. So after this the setup will ask you to configure the package manager. If you want, you can use a network mirror. A network mirror can be used on the CD-ROM. This may also make a newer version of software available. So if you want, you can even click yes, or if you don't want to update your Kali Linux further in the future, then hit on no. Okay, so just you have to click yes, and now just you have to specify the mirror. Actually I have added that mirror, so it continue, and now the mirror is we will set it to India. Okay. So in this network mirror, you have to click this no, and hit on the backspace and backspace and just this after installing the system, the configuration messenger, you have to click this no. And now the retrieving file 1 to 14 is taken to complete this process around 1 minute. So wait till the retrieving files will be completed up to 14. It will take a while. Okay, now the network process has been completed. Now it's taking around 2 minutes to complete this process. Actually, my system is too old, that's why it's taking too much time, and I don't have the graphic card. That's why I'm running this Kali Linux lower version. Okay. So as you can see, the GRUB bootloader is taking to upload. So if you want, you can install it, or if you don't want, you click to no. So I'm installing it, so hit on yes, and now it will take the last final setup to complete installing the GRUB bootloader. It will take around 1 minute only. It will not take. Then the finishing the installation. Now you have completed all the installation process, and after this the update running will confirm. Then the Kali Linux will finally be installed to the virtual box or the virtual machine of a system, and you can use it. So as it's taking, yeah, now the as you can see, the installation has been completed. So hit on continue or hit enter, and the virtual machine will be no, actually the installation has been completing. They're removing the live packages which are already on the iOS file, so it will remove it, and only the install process has been will be selected. After the completion of this file, the VirtualBox will restart this Kali Linux, and after that your Kali Linux has been installed to your VirtualBox or VM virtual machine drive. Okay. As it's taking too much time, so I will skip this part also. So as you can see, the virtual machine is being started up, and now you can see the GRUB version of 1.9, and the Kali Linux is being started and loading to the virtual machine. Now it's taking time to boot up. It will take around 1 minute, and the Kali Linux has been installed to your system. So for first booting it will take time. After that you can use it. So now finally the Kali Linux has been opened, as you can see. So as you can see here, okay, wait for a second. Yep, now you have to just hit enter and type the username, which is root, and hit login. And if you had before you had given that password, type that password, or if you haven't given that password, then the password will be TOOR. Okay, so type your password and hit enter. Now your Kali Linux has been opened, and after a few seconds you will see the desktop of the Kali Linux. Yes, now the Kali Linux is now completely started, and you will see this window, and it will take some time to load up the menu and the time settings and much more. So this is your Kali Linux. So thanks for watching guys, and please do subscribe to my channel if you still not subscribed to my channel, and if you like this video then hit like. So thanks for watching, have a good day, bye bye, take care.